I think what's interesting about this year's CES is for the first time there have been these new connected televisions in market at scale. So advertisers are really trying to figure out how this impacts where they spend their money on television and what the new opportunities are, what the new threats might be, how audiences are interacting with these new devices. So this year, advertisers, agencies, brands were there in droves trying to learn the new technology and problem solve around how they're going to reach their audience in the future. Well, I think the challenge for the consumer electronic manufacturers, the publishers or the producers of the content, and the advertisers together is to figure out this mix of creative and experience that the people will enjoy. You know, people have consistently proven that they will watch advertising for free content, but they also don't want that advertising to be intrusive, to violate privacy. So together, all these folks have to figure out what is the right mix of targeting, of user experience, of user interaction, display, so that they can get what they want without feeling they're giving too much. And that's why, you know, you might see a lot of advertising bend to CES, but the consumer electronics manufacturers and the publishers or content creators are taking that all home, taking the advertiser feedback all home and building new products, tweaking their products, you know, trying to figure out what content goes in what channel. What these new devices mean to brands and advertisers, I always say it's the power of internet advertising with the impact of television. So what's happening with these devices now is you're getting all of these, you know, standard functionalities that are on the internet, like targeting the user, frequency capping the number of ads that user sees from any particular campaign, you know, contextual relevance so that the ad always plays next to content that the advertiser wants to see it next to. All of those all that power that is very common on the internet is now available on TV with the impact of this giant screen in the living room with lots of people watching. So the way advertisers can participate in this new medium, I think, really is first by going back to the objectives of their individual products, right? No, you know, no medium, no matter what the medium, is a magic wand to make consumers think about your brand. But if you can, you know, circle back to what the objectives of any particular product or service are, and if those objectives match with connected TV, then it's going to be a great campaign. And what we see is the best thing that connected TV is built for is brand impact. So when consumers, for instance, choose a video on an application on a connected TV, they are much more likely to be paying attention to that commercial. So brand impact actually is something that can move really well. If you're doing a brand campaign, these are good platforms for you. If you're reaching an early adopter audience currently, so most of the folks who have these connected TVs, we estimate the audience at about 19 million in North America. Those are folks who are buying the newer TVs, the newer game consoles, or the newer DVD players. So it's more of an early adopter audience, higher income, you know, used to these kind of things. For instance, if you're running a campaign for a car, you want to target that to somebody who is, you know, going to buy a car probably that's a little bit on the higher end of the price range. Now, so that's what they should be thinking about in terms of their objectives. Now, what can they do? Really, come to Yumi, you know, this is where I plug the company, right? Come to us and talk to us about how we can manage your campaign to fit into this medium. And we have reach within multiple OEMs, Samsung, LG, for instance, and multiple applications where we can find the right audience with the right messaging mix to make sure that your campaign is delivered efficiently and effectively.